Welcome back to the channel, Cules. Barcelona's summer is heating up, and fast. With Nico Williams turning Barça down yet again, the club now shifts focus to Luis Díaz and Marcus Rashford, but both come with major complications. Meanwhile, big changes are happening behind the scenes. Ter Stegen's future is up in the air, the Joan Gamper Trophy is in jeopardy, and Barca's €100 million VIP seat deal may finally get them back under La Liga's salary cap, or will it? And let's not forget the new number 10 at Camp Nou. Lamine Yamal is officially the chosen one. But is his off-pitch lifestyle causing more harm than good? We'll break it all down, from transfer twists to youth breakthroughs and everything in between. Buckle up, this is going to be a wild ride. It's no secret that Barcelona are looking to sign a new left winger this summer, but their efforts to do so have been without success so far. And that could continue to be the case going forward. After missing out on Nico Williams for the second consecutive summer, Barcelona have shifted their focus to Luis Díaz and Marcus Rashford as top alternatives. However, securing either player won't be easy, as the club's ongoing financial struggles continue to complicate any major transfer moves. Liverpool's asking price for Díaz is out of range, and on top of this, Bayern Munich are pushing hard to sign him. Rashford is more attainable, but Barcelona cannot make a serious attempt until they return to La Liga's 1:1 rule, which they cannot do until they move on another few players. In the meantime, there is a chance that both Díaz and Rashford are snapped up. Bayern are preparing a second offer for the former, whose replacement at Liverpool could be the latter. That's according to reports in England via Sport, which have said that the Premier League champions are willing to strike a deal with Man United, their bitter rivals. It would be a major surprise if Liverpool moved for Rashford. Liverpool would need to sign a new left winger of their own if Díaz does leave, which he wants to do. They have a strong interest in Real Madrid's Rodrigo Goes, who could be made available for transfer in the near future, but even if a deal cannot be done for him, it would be a very big surprise to see them go for Rashford due to their rivalry with Man United, and not only from their side, with it being equally unlikely that Rashford would want to make the move, given that he is from Manchester. As such, this one can be chalked up as extremely unlikely, and Barcelona probably won't be affected if they were to make a serious move for Rashford in the coming weeks. Barcelona star Lamine Yamal responded to criticism over his lifestyle after officially renewing his contract and taking over the iconic number 10 shirt from Ansu Fati. The young talent, who recently turned 18, had come under public scrutiny for his birthday celebration and holiday trips to Ibiza and Brazil during the summer break. On the same day Barca began pre-season training under Hansi Flick, Yamal's new deal and status as the club's number 10, following legends like Ronaldinho, Maradona, Rivaldo, and Messi, were formally confirmed, marking a major step in his growing career. Lamine answered questions in Catalan from the Catalan press and others in Spanish, and towards the end of a press conference, he was asked about his activities away from the pitch. "At the end of the day I work for Barca and I play for Barca. And when I'm away from the Ciudad Esportiva, i.e. the club's Joan Gamper HQ, I enjoy my life and that's it," he stated in Spanish. "The truth is that both criticism and praise, if they are not from my family or from people very close to me, I am indifferent because if not, one day I will be very high and another very low," Lamine also said elsewhere. Regarding Messi, who he is often compared to because of their similarities as left-footed La Masia geniuses, Lamine noted how the Argentine made his way, while vowing to make his own. Marc-André Ter Stegen's future remains one of the major issues that FC Barcelona need to address in the coming weeks. With the arrival of Joan Garcia and the renewal of Wojciech Szczesny, the Catalans have sent a clear message to their club captain that he is no longer the chosen starter in goal. Given his high salary as well, Barcelona are keen on offloading him this summer, but the player has been reluctant to consider that option. Manchester City among interested clubs. Now, according to AS, Manchester City have shown an interest in signing Marc-André Ter Stegen as a potential replacement for Ederson Moraes. The Premier League heavyweights, along with Turkish giants Galatasaray, are aware that Barcelona may be forced to sell their goalkeeper at a discounted fee to reduce the wage bill and return to La Liga's 1:1 financial fair play rule. Ter Stegen has not been in training with the rest of the group since the start of pre-season. Dealing with a back problem, the 33-year-old has been working indoors in the gym. The goalkeeper is firm in his stance of not wanting to leave the club. However, with the FIFA World Cup on the horizon, this could be his final opportunity to secure the starting spot for Germany following Manuel Neuer's retirement. Barcelona want to part ways with a high-earning captain, while Ter Stegen needs to play to maintain his international ambitions. A move to Manchester City could prove to be a great opportunity as he would continue playing at the highest level and go into the World Cup next year as Germany's number one. If Marcus Rashford manages to complete his dream move from Manchester United to FC Barcelona, he'll have to adjust to a new shirt number. That's because Barca have officially handed the iconic number 10 jersey to rising star Lamine Yamal, following his contract extension until 2031. Yamal, who just turned 18, described the moment as the beginning of a journey full of victories, declaring Barca as his lifetime club. Given the significance of the number, once worn by legends like Messi, Ronaldinho and Maradona, it's clear the teenager won't be giving it up anytime soon. As a result, Rashford, who wore the number 10 shirt at United since the 2018-19 season, will have to pick a different number if he does end up joining the Catalan Giants for the 2025-26 season. Last December. After this, he did not play for the club again before his short-term loan to Aston Villa was sealed. In January, Barcelona ratified the lease of 475 VIP seats for the next 30 years to Ford Advisors and New Era Visionary Group. The deal brought in €100 million to their accounts and put the club back within their La Liga salary limit, allowing them to register players using 100% of the money they save or earn. However, in March, auditors Crow removed the income from their balance sheet as the product does not yet exist, and as such from their salary limit. Joan Gamper Trophy in doubt. Barcelona were recently granted one of the two required licenses by the city council to resume hosting matches at Spotify Camp Nou, but things are not going as planned. According to reports from Sport, Mundo Deportivo and Marca, the club is now losing hope of receiving the second and more crucial license, the one that permits public entry into the stadium, in time for their scheduled Joan Gamper Trophy match on August 10 against Como. The club had initially planned to welcome 60,000 fans for the event, later lowering expectations to 30,000, but even that now seems highly unlikely. If the second license isn't granted this week, Barcelona will be forced to either shift the match to the much smaller Estadi Johan Cruyff, which seats just 6,000, or cancel the event altogether. A final decision is expected later this week, but the good news is that Barcelona remains confident that Camp Nou will be ready to host their first official home match of the season on September 14. Salary limit impact for Barcelona. If indeed that is the case, then it will have a dramatic impact on Barcelona's transfer business. The Blaugrana have already signed Joan Garcia for €25 million this summer, but so far unable to register him. They still have other new contracts to register, including Wojciech Szczesny too. Strengthening their attack is also a priority this summer, but a major move seems impossible without their €100 million lease being included in their salary limit. A loophole for Barcelona? Sport go on to say that Barcelona believe that they will be able to work around this. Once the VIP seats are completed, they are under the impression that a certificate demonstrating as such will be accepted by Crow as proof of the existence of the product, even if it is not yet operational. It is not yet confirmed that this will be the case. Even if Barcelona managed to get the €100 million deal approved and included in their salary cap, it still won't solve everything immediately. Sporting director Deco will lose valuable time in the transfer market because he won't be able to guarantee new signings can actually be registered right away. On top of that, Barcelona are still depending heavily on securing a new sponsorship agreement and offloading players to make room for any major additions this summer. So there you have it, Kules. Barcelona's transfer saga keeps getting crazier. Will Rashford land at Camp Nou despite Liverpool's lurking interest? Can Deco work his magic with the salary cap dilemma? Will Ter Stegen make a shocking move to Manchester City? And is Lamine Yamal ready to live up to the number 10 legacy? Let us know in the comments, who should Barca prioritize this summer? Who deserves a spot in Hansi Flick's starting 11? And is this finally the year La Masia talents break through big time? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all things Barcelona. Forza Barça, and we'll catch you in the next one.